Hey, it's Amy, and today I'm going to show you how to make this rather organic shaped spiral starburst pattern. Let's get to it. Okay, so this design starts off with a spiral, and it's a different type of spiral than I normally use, so it's a nice little challenge for me. So I'm coming in with my little question mark shape. Do you see how that looks like a question mark? Let me get these stray threads out of the way. My thread tails out of the way. So it starts off like a question mark shape, and it continues on into a spiral. You want to leave plenty of room to come back out. Now typically I leave a point in my spirals. On this design, we're not leaving any points anywhere. So it's going to curve like a yin and yang symbol. And we're going to come back around. And once we've come all the way around, I'm going to touch the start of my little S shape as I went into that spiral, just to give it a little bit more of that round shape. And we're going to start off with kind of our fireworks. So this is a design that I did in my American Valor quilt along that I did on my YouTube or on my Facebook channel. And that's the Facebook page AmyQuilts, all one word. And I thought it kind of looked like fireworks. And so I thought that it certainly was fitting for our very patriotic quilt along called American Valor. And we did this out in the border. You can really cover a lot of ground with this design. And it's just very loosey-goosey. Spread it out like you want. Make it smaller. There were areas in my quilt where I was along edges, and I had to do little short guys in like this. And once you've done one, it's time to work another one around. Let me stop and reposition my hands. I never walk my hands as I'm quilting. Curved on the inside. These are not feather plumes, so you certainly could make a design with feather plumes around it, and I certainly have, but that's not what this design is. This is a spirally starburst. I don't know what I want to call it. It almost looks like some sort of microbiology study. And we can do a smaller one. You just fit it into whatever size you need to fit it into. I'm going to work a little shape over in this way just to fill in that area before I start my next one. So, fun little design. If you've worked yourself into a corner, let's just pretend we have, because we sort of have. Expand out. We're in the corner of my sample here. What I'm going to do, instead of working around here like I would, I'm going to come into that spiral and I'm going to follow it down, and I'm just going to come around off of this side and do my little fingers that come out. And that allows me to kind of change direction of the area I'm filling. So I can end up on this side where I want to continue to work. And you can make these little arms skinny if you want. You can make them bigger. I tend to, if I'm filling in an area with them, I tend to make this more about getting that spiral in and filling around it about 2/3 of the way. And you see here, I'm going to bring that around that spiral again so that I can continue to move to my right. You get close to areas where there's an edge, you just make them shorter. Fill that right out. Let's bring this one down a little bit. Bring it around. I'm going to start my little projections over here. So it's going to work me away from that edge and away from doing the same thing over and over in the same direction. We're going to start working our way towards the top of the piece. But they interlock really nicely. It's kind of a modern shape. It's fun. I'm going to here, I need to come out here to move around my quilt. So I'm actually, when I come down to the spiral, I'm going to come down a little bit and I'm actually going to put a finger, one of those little finger shapes, in over here. And that way I can come back out. And that's how you make this spiraled starburst design. Gotta work on the title. I'm sure other people have quilted something similar. I don't know what they call it, but I think it's a whole lot of fun. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Again, this is Amy from AmyQuilts.com. Bye-bye. Bye.